Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink! Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we mail it in for February 1st. Why? For the love of all things holy, can't you just listen to a podcast and enjoy it, please? My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Susie Cousins, Luke Otero, and Kathy Cool.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hello.
Hey, so we're going to have some fun today. We got a great show lined up. We actually don't. We'll figure it out as we go. And we're just mailing it in today. So, we just recently came back from Key West, that whole thing. But though we actually haven't yet. So we're recording this in advance, of course. And this is kind of the eve of, this is the last set of shows we're doing. This is the last show we're doing before we head to Key West, which is very interesting. And we look forward to some time, fun in the sun with friends, and obviously having the big spirits competition down there this year is pretty cool. So we'll get to talking about all that kind of stuff, maybe on a different show, but we'll be talking about all kinds of fun stuff here today as we mail it in on February 1st. But before we get to all that kind of chit chat, we'll ask Kathy Cool, who said there's something she wanted to talk about specifically on this show. What is it you want to talk about, Kathy?
So we are now on February 1st.
Yes.
Our fun in the sun is over.
It is.
We are in the gloomiest of the gloom. But the one
that.
great thing about February
is birthday month.
Birthday month.
Yeah, it's birthday month for the good people.
You and I both have birthdays in February.
We do.
Yep. So my question is, birthdays. Big celebration? Ignore it? Or maybe something small and quiet?
Okay, that's a good way to phrase it. I like what you've done there.
I like that.
Yeah, I do like that because it's not, okay, do you want a big celebration or nothing? I fall somewhere in between. I like dinner with the family. And, I think it is important to celebrate yet another year of life because it's important. As you lose friends and family, like I lost my father, it's important to recognize that you've made it another year, whether it's yourself personally or someone in your family, whoever its turn it is. I like the idea of you get to pick where you go for your birthday, and that's what we always do with my family. And we go out, and the person whose birthday it is gets to choose, and then we go out and we just have dinner, and it's low key. Usually, obviously, you have a gift for the person, but that's it. We have dinner, and that's kind of it. But it's kind of cool. There's no big pageantry. None of us have a birthday month like someone on the show. But so it's kind of low key, but we do something. And there's some people say I don't like to do anything for my birthday. Well, I think it is important to at least recognize it. So yes, we like low key. Susie, how about you? What do you like to do? Do you like the big everyone needs to know?
I think it's important if it's like a big number to have a bigger celebration, because I am now realizing that it is important to like mark milestones and not just like, oh, whatever, it's not a big deal. So I think, especially for other people, because I'd rather throw the party than be the one like people are. But I think those are important. But then, I mean, generally, I'm like you, like I go out to dinner, like
that's good, right?
Or two, yeah. And I'm
And don't tell the restaurant staff. I don't want to hoopla.
God,
I don't
no.
want the hoopla.
No. Oh my God.
It
One of
was
my
so
most
sad.
embarrassing stories comes from one of those. I think I was like maybe 12 or 13 and it was my birthday. I was probably like, I mean, do they even still have Bennigan's? I think it was like a Bennigan's.
Oh yeah, they're gone now.
I went to the bathroom and it was time for the wait staff to make a lot of noise and sing to me. And I heard them, and my friend ushered me out of the bathroom, and my skirt was tucked into my underwear.
Oh! The whole restaurant's looking at you at that point, Susie.
And you were 13?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
awful. That's the hardest age.
Yeah. I'm
That's
still
a bad
scarred.
age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty bad.
Susie just comes strolling out confidently. It's her birthday.
Uh-huh.
There it is. Skirt
They're
tucked in her
singing for
underwear.
me.
It's a little breeze in the back. But once my friend noticed that she like yanked it out, so that was nice.
Yeah.
At least like
She
started therapy the next
solid friend.
She should still be your good friend.
You did the best
She
you could.
is. She
You did
is.
the
She
best you
is.
could.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How about you, Luke? What are your thoughts?
Well, I like just family and friends. Small. I like to celebrate it just that way. My actual birthday was yesterday.
Oh, are you serious?
So I think he's low key. I think Luke's. He didn't say anything to us until our fifth show
Yeah.
in.
So it
You
was.
want us to sing?
Yeah, Luke.
So
You can have Susie Cousins sing happy birthday to you
Susie
right
Cousins,
now.
sing to you.
we'll do that when she gets back from the bathroom. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
Let me go get the
But,
pots and pans.
But the war department just cooked a really nice dinner.
Okay.
So we actually celebrated it because the kids couldn't come up. Obviously, it's the first week of the session, and they were all so. Last weekend they got together and did something for me, just the kids, and
Just
that
the
was
kids. That's important. That's probably really all you care about, right? The kids. Yeah.
and my grandkids, and
Well, yeah, of course, the grandkids. That's probably even more important.
yeah,
The kids then take a back seat. Once the grandkids are involved, the kids take a back seat, right?
yeah. You talk about milestones, and turn 62, and I just want to have many of these birthdays as I can, and appreciate them and appreciate the people around me. So yeah.
You don't look a day over 52, Luke.
Well, it's the hair. I mean,
Yeah.
I know.
guys got
That
the hair.
glorious mane.
Yeah. I wish I had that hair. I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. Yeah.
Well, thank you all very, very much.
Yeah. One day they'll have some advances in science and they'll be like, we can cure you of your situation. What do you want? I'm like, I want the Luke Otero hair, please.
You made those beats.
It's good whiskey and good wine.
Okay.
And
All right.
I don't compromise either.
That's the key. That's the key. Okay. McNew, how about you? What are your thoughts on birthday?
I love a birthday.
Yeah.
Month. Like, I honestly feel like I could take 2 months because I was born June 30th, so it might as well be July 2.
Yeah.
I love a birthday. I actually just love anything that is about me.
Right.
So,
So, and McNew's just out there about it. She just admits she loves her birthday. She
I
wants
have
everybody to know about it.
zero
She wants
shame
everybody
about
to
it.
send her something. She has no shame. Now,
Some
I
people
work-
are low key where they want to be embarrassed about it. No, it's
No.
my birthday.
I work with someone who acts like they don't care. So we're doing an event on February 18th, which is Jim's birthday, and I know it's Jim's birthday because we're close. That's the only reason I know his birthday is we're close. I'm the 12th, he's the 18th.
Is that
And
Andrew Weebrink Day?
Yeah, it's Andrew Weebrink Day. I said, "Oh, we're looking at doing the class." And I'm like, "Oh, we won't do it that day. It's your birthday." He's like, "Nope, I don't even care about my birthdays. I don't talk about my birthdays. We don't do anything for my birthday. I might as well just be here with that." And literally every person who signed up for the class, he tells them it's his birthday and please bring a gift. He's one of those guys like, "I don't interested, please." And then he's like, "Oh yeah. Everyone, please acknowledge this." I feel like, God damn, I'm going to have to buy a cake and then get the whole class.
You're gonna have to acknowledge it in some way.
If I don't, then he's going to be mad because he's clearly a guy who loves his birthday and wants to be acknowledged.
It's easier on everybody if you just admit that you love it, so they know the expectation.
Exactly. If Jim would do that, now I got to throw
I'll bring some of those paper cone hats. with elastic bands for everyone to wear.
Yeah.
It's 2 classes, and clearly he's going to want 2 parties. It's not going to be like I do the early class and we acknowledge it. No, then if I don't acknowledge it the second one, he's going to be ticked. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you can't do a cake in between because the people in the last class don't deserve leftover
exactly.
cake. Like you gotta.
Now I'm into this thing for 2 cakes.
You're into 2 cakes now.
I can't use the company credit card because this is
Yeah.
Cupcakes are fun.
Yeah, I appreciate Stephanie because she makes no apologies about it. It is her birthday month.
Oh yeah, it's her birthday month.
She lives it up. And I think one time I even sent you 30 miniatures so you could have a.
You did. You sent me 30 miniatures.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very. I love that. Thank you.
Luke's gifts are great. By the way, if you ever get a Luke gift, he's good at giving gifts. So yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing: is that my parents ruined me because I was born on my mom's birthday. I was born on her birthday, so I've been treated like a gift my whole life. And I'm like, oh, it's our birthday. Like it's always been such a big deal. And it was the only date my dad ever remembered because he got like a 2 for that.
Sure,
He doesn't remember shit. Didn't remember their anniversary.
Both of the women in his life have the same birthday. That worked out.
Mine and mom's, right? He got it. It was like a freebie, really, but
his life became much easier. Yes,
it did. So it's always been special my whole life. So now, I really don't even do that much for it. I just like to be like, it's my birthday month, and I do whatever the hell I want all of June. Not that that's different than most months.
You do what you want every moment of every day. So yeah,
I just spend more money that month and don't apologize for it. So
that's what I love about you.
True. Very true. Well, Kathy, you asked this question. What do you like? I would assume Kathy likes big. She wants a big deal. Kathy,
I do.
Yeah,
I like a big deal, but I will arrange it myself.
Okay.
I have no apologies if I'm like, yes, I'm throwing myself my own birthday party.
Okay.
I've done things where I've gotten a group of people and we've rented a house in Herman, Missouri, and we've gone for a weekend there.
Never got invited to any of this stuff. So
before I knew you, Steve, for my 50th,
I've known you since you've had birthdays, and I've been not involved in anything. So yes,
for my 50th, it was right before COVID hit, so we threw a big party, and it was in a restaurant next to a hotel, so there was a wedding going on. And so anytime anyone left the wedding reception, they had to take a selfie with me in my selfie booth. So I have 100 people that I have no idea who they are.
That's
and
nice.
we all took selfies together. I like a big deal.
Like a big deal.
And I never apologize for the number.
No.
I'm not like, oh, I'm 29 again, or oh, I'm 39 again. I'm like, nope, here it is.
Here it is.
Because it's an honor.
You're looking at it.
Yeah.
I made it this far. Yeah.
It's all about the stories that you tell.
I made it to 54 so far. So I got 55 coming up. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah.
But it is good.
I guess.
You'll have more stories to tell.
I hope so.
If you didn't get this far, you wouldn't have your Jim Rutledge story to tell.
Yeah. Well, so there you go. I've got a Jim Rutledge story and a couple other stories. And yeah, there you go. Well,
and we'll have more stories when we get back from Key West.
We will, hopefully. Yes.
There you go. So that's
It'll be fun. It'll be fun. All right. Well, guess what, gang? On that note, it is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Stephanie McNew.
I have a first name today. And Indiana Bourbon Club pick from Indiana Whiskey. It's the Larry Bird bottle. That sticker is just hilarious.
Okay. All right.
There's not a lot left, though.
Okay. That's good. Very good base. Indiana Bourbon, is that who it's from, or is it different? Indiana Club is different?
So no, Indiana Bourbon Club. It's the club. It's not Indiana Bourbon on Instagram.
I'm good friends with Indiana Bourbon these days.
Yeah, he's part of the club, but it's not him.
We're buddies. He's coming on some shows coming up here recently, soon. So,
and you did an article about his spinner thing, which is one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time.
Yeah. I like that guy. He's good. He's good. All right. Next up is going to be Susie. Susie, what do you got?
I haven't quite killed this Elijah Craig, so I'm going back to that one, but it's real bassy.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
It's nothing.
Oh,
now I'm going to kill it, and then and then it'll be, and put it out.
It'll be gone for good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Last show.
All right. Kathy, what do you got?
In honor of Key West, I'm pulling out my Papa Pilars. This is their dark rum Spanish sherry cask finish, and it's a screw top.
Screw top. Okay. All right. That means McNew still got the lead. Luke, what do you have?
So my brother-in-law bought me a bottle of bourbon from Nashville, Tennessee, Nelson Brothers.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Reserve bourbon. I've never heard of them. So this will be a first for me.
Okay. Okay. That's our lead. We have a new lead. Luke had a good one there.
Is that part of like Nelson's Greenbrier?
Yeah, is that
I would think
Bellmead?
out of
Was
Nashville.
Bellmead?
Bellmead. Yeah, they're Nelson's
Bellmead,
Greenbrier.
yeah, that's what I would think, but maybe not.
Oh,
So
look at you.
I don't know that I'm going to win the cork pop because this bottle's halfway gone, but I'm schooling Luke on the
On what a
appropriate
Kentucky
Kentucky Spirit.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
He
that's
did
the right
Kentucky
bottle.
Spirit before. He had the wrong bottle. This
That's
is
the right bottle.
Luke. So
Right.
I
got that.
got the fantail. I got the fantail bottle. So
I saved one and I pour all the other
me
ones
too.
into that one.
Me too. yeah. So all right, here we go. Cork pop. It was nice. It was nice, but not quite enough. Not quite enough. So Luke, you win on that one, buddy. So
Cheers, Luke.
cheers to Luke. Cheers.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna need more of that.
Oh, that's nice. My Kentucky Spirit's nice too. All right. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're just hanging out here chatting. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
Hello, this is Daddy Kennard, and I'm recording on the ABV Network.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily, and today we are mailing it in for February 1st.
Yes, we are. We're almost going to treat this like a second small talk. And by the way, people love the small talk. So we got some customers come in and talk to us about Michael Steinkamp. Hey, buddy, how you doing? So we talked to him. Darren McCroy. Darren, how you doing, man? Chris Moore. So they like hearing their name on the podcast. So apparently that's a big deal. So there's a couple guys that hang out at the ABV Barrel Shop quite a bit. We rank our customers at this point. So So Ken is ranked actually number 1 right now, and number 2 is Tony Vitale, and then number 3 is our friend Darren McCroy, and number 4 is Evan Van Scoy. Kathy Cool's number 5. She falls in at number 5, which Kathy Cool gets bonus points because she has a long drive. There's an effort. We take in consideration the effort that you put into getting there. There's a lot of things parameters we do, and Kathy has a long drive, and to her credit, she's there quite a bit. So Kathy's number 5. What were you going to say, McNew? Sorry.
No, so I don't know these people, but I recognize their names because in your new St. Louis bourbon discussions, they comment on everything. And I'm like, oh, these people seem really interesting and they have like some nice point of views. And I think they would be fun to sit at the bar and have a drink with.
Mm-hmm.
I love the bourbon discussions.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I thought of a topic today, but I've forgotten it.
You should have sent that to me when you came up with it. That way I can use new topics. I mean, yeah.
Maybe I'll remember it.
Okay. I had to do a bunch because I thought there's not a chance in hell I'm going to be in Key West coming up with a new topic every day. So I had to come up with topics the whole week and then schedule them. So they're out there. We'll be good through Key West, but I can always use more topics for sure.
I feel like Key West gives you materials though. You'll come up with
probably. I'm not going to mess with that schedule. I was very pleased with myself to come up with some very viable topics and good. It's very interactive. Check out St. Louis Bourbon Conversations on Facebook for sure.
So is one of the activities in Key West, are you guys having a cocktail contest or what's going on?
We're having a spirits contest. So we've got over 40 entries into our which is very cool. These are distilleries that actually make their whiskey versus sourcing. So we have to have distilleries that are actually making whiskey. I think that was important. Not that there's anything wrong with source. We're not bashing source. I love source whiskey, but there's something special about making it yourself and competing in awards against other people who make their own stuff. So that's the awards that we're doing. We've got 40 entries into that, and we'll be tasting those and awarding. We got golds, silvers, and gold, silvers, and bronze, and so there's a potential to win some awards. It's going to be, I think, a yearly tradition. I think it's going to go well. I don't know for sure because this is our first year doing it, but we've got 16 judges. These are people from the bourbon industry as well as bourbon fans, kind of a combination of the two. Both McNew and Kathy Cool are part of our judging panel this year, so that's going to be fun. And it's the distilleries are taking it serious, and we're going to take it seriously too, 100%. I guarantee you one thing. We're doing it in the middle of the day before we get to drinking in Key West or anything like that. We're making sure it's a first activity of the day, and we're starting about noon. So so it'll be fun, and everything has been planned out and ready to go. So I look forward to.
So it's not just distillers that are there.
Correct. No, we've got out of those 40, we've probably got 27 distilleries represented from across the United States. So a lot. So yeah,
that's a lot of drinking.
That is for sure. So yeah, so we'll see how that goes. So I'm very excited about it because we've got some great whiskey, and I don't want to say, and it's all blind, so I don't want to say who's in it or anything like that. I don't want to kind of skew anything, but there's a lot that are in it, and we'll see who comes up with the awards.
Exciting.
It is, and you'll see the full list and things like that after the fact, and who the winners are, and all that kind of stuff. It should be fun.
I started researching how to judge these things so I don't make a fool of myself because I want to do a really good job.
Yeah, I want everybody to take it seriously.
It's your own opinion, though.
It is. Ultimately, it's basically, you have to, your job each round, there's 3 rounds. Each round is to simply rank them, I should say, from favorite to least favorite in the round. That doesn't mean any of them are bad. It means what's your favorite versus all the way to the one that you like the least out of the group. It could mean that you like all of them, but you have to rank them, and that's how we'll do it. So should be good.
But that night we're doing the ghost tour. So I want to maybe I'll be a ghost because I drank so much I died.
God, I hope not.
I went dark real quick.
But if you're going to be a ghost, be a ghost in Key West.
I guess.
Some good ghosts. Yeah.
We'll visit you every year because we have a person on site that does ghost tours. So every year, imagine every year as we go back, it's like, oh, here's Kathy on our ghost tour.
Yeah.
We'll bring you flowers. We'll bring you whiskey.
I'd be so excited to see you guys.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go.
Well, and,
All right.
and we're going to be jealous because you get to be there permanently, and we have to fly
We do
back.
like being in Key West.
It really is the only way I could afford to live there.
Yeah.
Wait, this is actually not a bad plan. I'm going to be
Not a bad plan. It's not a bad plan. If you got to kick it in Key West. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Nobody kick it, but if you have to, do it in Key West.
Hey, Susie, can you change the topic real quick here?
Yes,
Yeah.
Susie.
Yeah,
Susie said
like-
there's something she wanted to talk about. What is
Some
that, Susie?
Serious FOMO. Okay. It has nothing to do with, okay, it's a real
That's good.
shame. Okay.
Yeah,
I was recently baking because I really love baking.
Okay.
And so I dug out I got it in my head that I needed to make this really specific thing that my grandmother used to make, which is like these chocolate oat bar things that are it's just a pain in the ass to make, but they're really, really good. But when I did that, I had to dig through like an old recipe box. And so I started like looking through all these old recipes, and both my grandmothers have passed away a while ago. But my one grandmother had such strange recipes in her box. There was one that was just called sauce. And
Yeah.
What were the
It's like-
ingredients?
It's just bourbon.
I just want to say it was like ketchup and Worcestershire sauce and barbecue sauce and like, but it didn't say anything about amounts or what it goes with or put it on or
Done to taste. It's a sauce. It's done to taste.
This
Sauce.
is good news for me because I do not like to cook. I like to watch baking or cooking competition shows, but now I can author my own recipes.
yes.
Yeah.
Because I
Make
can
it
just
up.
start writing random
it
ingredients
up.
down.
And it'll
and
make
call
it'll
it,
make
like,
yeah.
Dinner.
Dinner.
Snack.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, but so my question out of all of this is, do you guys have any recipes in your family that are like, this is, it has to be done this certain way because Grandma Pearl always made it this way, or, you know, are there certain things that you like are like secrets that you won't share because
No, my grandma wrote down some bonkers shit, and it was never good. Never good. So like she would like make certain things for specific holidays. And we're just always like, oh, grandma made that like weird salad again. Like, so like we're in the Midwest and like Snickers salad is a thing. Like
what
the
is
apple-
that?
It's like apples and Snickers and like Cool Whip. It just
Wait,
Google it.
Snickers
And
in a salad?
Snickers salad. So it's a
Oh.
Midwestern
Which means you
thing.
can eat
but-
it with dinner.
Yeah, but she never did it correctly, and it was always very bad. And like her pies were that way too. So like we keep them because they're fond memories, but we don't make them. we have the cards in her handwriting.
It's an art
But we
piece.
do not make those recipes.
Yeah.
I
You
gotta
need
Google
to put them in
Snickers salad
frames
now.
and use them as like kitchen decor.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, that's kind of what
yes.
they are. Yeah. My mom has them. I have them in like a drawer, and we just don't make them because they weren't good things. But we're like, oh, grandma, like it's sentimental
Oh.
in a weird way.
Oh my God,
Oh.
Snickers salad is a real thing.
It is very much is.
Susie's
the
going to be
recipe
on this.
I
Yeah.
got online is probably good. The way my
This will
grandma
change
did it was
Susie's
fine.
life now.
This
Yeah.
is
How
so
can you go wrong with
weird.
mixing Snickers and Cool
Okay.
Whip and apples? Like,
So,
how can
yeah,
she
it
do
says-
that
well, and
badly?
there's
And some caramel
pudding.
truffle.
Okay, so it says there's pudding,
Puddings in
Cool
the
Whip, apples, Snickers, and caramel sauce. How on earth
How
did
can
this
that
get
go
called
wrong?
a salad?
Because
Yeah,
it's from the Midwest. If you put mayonnaise or Cool Whip in it, it's a salad.
Salad.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, I've
Oh
missed
my
out.
God.
I've missed out. I apparently need to make this.
I never heard of this either.
It's very good.
I'm also from the
So-
Midwest.
When I was growing up, our elementary school put together a cookbook. So
Yes.
this cookbook was all the moms and everything put in their recipes, and
Yes.
someone drew little doodles and little things in there, and it was the cookbook. And my mother still has this cookbook, and it's from the 70s. And but the recipes that she always had, it would be like, it would say margarine or oleo.
Oleo, yes.
Yeah, like one cup of oleo.
Oleo.
But her chicken and dumplings, those are hers. And unfortunately, we don't have a legacy to carry them on. But like Oreo pie, Oreo pie is good.
I like that.
Yeah.
And dump cake. She used to make a dump cake.
The gold dump cake, yeah.
Yeah. That had the oleo in it.
Yeah.
I think for us, the one thing that has been passed down for generations is the same way we make our red chili, and it doesn't change. But when you move to the green chili, everyone in our family has different recipes for that.
Oh, the red's a good one though. So
yeah. So that's
Red's
good. I mean,
Red's
the
good.
same way. I mean, nothing.
What way is it? What's in it?
It's very simple. It's the chili pods, and you clean them really good. You have to clean, and you got to take the seeds out. People think that
no seeds.
but the seeds is what provides the heat. It's not. It's the veins inside of the chili pod that provide the heat. But you got to clean them. Then you got to steep them in some water so they get soft again. Then you blend them up. You put some fresh garlic, add some water, and then it becomes chili sauce.
Oh, that sounds great.
That sounds good.
And then
We'll go hang out with Luke now.
Right?
Yeah. And then the pan, and then your not frying pan, just a pot that you already got your meat cooking. It could be ground beef, or it could be some really good lean pork. And then you just add it, and then you just cook it for about an hour slow, and
yes,
and then you're ready to go. But that recipe, and then some people add flour to it to make it more, and
Thicker?
that just
Like a sauce.
yeah. And if you do it right, you'll never need to add flour. So, but that recipe has been around for, at least I know, 5 generations, has not changed.
all right.
But
I'm stealing it.
So
It's a generation
cool.
1 in the Akeley family now. So
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine.
that's good.
awesome.
Sounds delicious. Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom, to her credit, and of course it's kind of cool. When we were getting older, my sister and I, when we were high school age, she decided to put together recipe books of our favorite recipes, the stuff that she made. That then as we moved out of the house, we would get married or whatever, we have our recipes that we take with us. That stuff that she made growing up. So I have a recipe book of my favorite recipes of my mom, typed out on the old cards, and it literally with a typewriter, not
Right?
computer or anything like that. My mom's old school. She
Nice.
was she was a secretary for Perina, Ralston Perina, which is here in St. Louis. That's before she got married, and even after she was married till I was born. I ruined her career. And then she decided to be a stay-at-home mom, which to her credit, she's an awesome mom, and stayed at home with me and my sister. But so she typed up these recipe cards with our favorite recipes. So I have a book that has my favorite recipes growing up. Yeah, which is pretty cool. I think it's a cool thing. We haven't done that for my daughter. We need to do that though, right? We need to.
I think it's cute. So even if she has like no desire to cook ever, like
exactly.
You still want them. I think it's very sweet just to
I
have.
think we need to work on that. I think I need to tell the warden that, and I'll help her out with it. We need what were her favorite things that we would make, and yes, and we present her with a book like my mom presented us, and some will be recipes from my mom, because again, like Luke says, 5 generations, things get passed along, and some of those will come from there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool idea. Yeah.
Each of our kids, Lucas, Alyssa, and Victoria, they know the exact same recipe, so they're going to be able to keep carrying it on, and that's really cool.
Yeah. Well, now you know Steve's in St. Louis making the red sauce. I don't know how to make the red sauce, so now I know how.
Yeah,
I
you
learned
got to
today.
blend it. You got to blend it really, really good for a long time.
Yeah.
Just so it's real, just pureed almost, and then
Yeah.
it just folds right into the meat, and then just simmers, and oh my God, you're ready to go.
When I go to New Mexico, I love the red sauce. I'm not so much a fan of the green sauce. I like the red. So yeah, this is good. Now I got everything I need to know. I'm McNew's. McNew's gone.
There you have it. Your life is
There she goes.
Yeah, there she goes. There she goes. She made it most of the show. So to her credit, she made it quite a bit of the show. So it's good. Good stuff. And not a bad show for mailing it in on February 1st. And we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Kathy, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at KKCastStrength.
Luke.
Yeah, you can find us on Instagram at the Santa Fe Boutique Wines, and And Luke Otero on LinkedIn.
Susie.
I'm on Instagram. It sounds like bourbon.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. You can also find McNew at McNew ABV on Instagram. Check us out at abvnetwork.com. Everything that we do is out there, so check it out. And please come by and see us at the ABV Barrel Shop. That is abvbarrelshop.com. We have email and text that we send out. You can sign up for those at abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For our audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.